guys, and good morning from sunny Tbilisi. Look at that, the sun is shining. It's actually warm. I'm not exaggerating, it's actually really warm here. It's about 18 degrees. As most of my viewers are in Scotland, they'll know that. Must be thinking, oh, you've been to Georgia, it's going to be cold. No. Apparently this is the first couple of days of spring. It's great to see that big ball of fire. So yeah, first trip of 2026, and we are here in Tbilisi. So we're just down by the Kura River. Give you a wee look there. So out towards Old Tbilisi, there's the Polis. Turn the camera away from them. Famous Peace Bridge there. Yeah, this is the first day of the vlog. This is the, make sure my hat doesn't blow off. This is my favourite part, just the first day when you get really stuck into a new city, new country. This is my 55th country, so I hope you find this interesting. I've got plenty of things I want to show you the next couple of days here. So let's hit the busy streets of Tbilisi. So we're just down by the river here. Like I said, this is the Kura River that runs through Tbilisi. And this is the Metiki Church of the Nativity. You can just see the statue there of the Georgian king that we're going to go get a look at next. When we get there, I'll tell you a little bit about him. There we go. So guys, this is Vakhtang Square here. You just see the statue, we'll get a wee look at that over there. That's King Vakhtang, the founder of Tbilisi. Wee pan over there. Cable car up there. Go on that later on. Right guys, in the background, just over there, we have the statue for the founder of Tbilisi, King Vakhtang I. Let me get a wee look there. Here my shooter, he's going to have a wee look at him there. Pan the camera around actually. So yeah, he was the founder of the city of Tbilisi in the 5th century AD. He was the king of, so this region used to be known as Iberia, what we would call modern day Georgia, which it went into sort of parts of northern Turkey and Armenia. There's Makhtala Fortress in the background there. River Kura. There's a monastery way up there in the background. So yeah, he was the founder of the city of Tbilisi. The name Tbilisi actually translates to a warm place, because the city's actually built on ancient hot springs, which is appropriate because it is warm here today. Like I said, it's the 15th of February. I was expecting to come here, parka, long johns, wrapped up there. So there's the next destination, that's the Church of the Nativity. Keys another wee look down over here off the car park. Down towards so that's the famous Peace Bridge, that sort of glass structure over there. Heading down there later, and that is Tbilisi as well. The hotel is that's where I came from. That there in the background there, that's the famous Tbilisi Cathedral, which again we'll get a look at later on. Cable car there, so the cable car takes you up to the fortress there, and in the background there we have the Mother of Georgia statue that I briefly showed earlier on. Great views here, not even that high up. Just outside the Zion Cathedral, Tbilisi. Try and get in for a look, but it's Sunday, so I think there'll be a service on, so I might need to come back later on. There's a wee pan here. We are next to it, so we're just in the outskirts of Old Tbilisi here. The river's just down there. Gonna head to the bazaar now. I think it's called the Medium Bazaar, which is just down here. Get a wee look through there. There's been told to go and look out for he's an old man. He sells a lot of like old Soviet pin badges and old Soviet memorabilia. Connor, my mate Connor, who came here, he went and got loads of stuff from him. So I'm gonna go and try and find him. Hopefully he's here. It is Sunday, so might not be here, but we'll go down and have a wee look, see if we can find him. Found the bazaar, so let's go and have a wee look through here. Get some souvenirs, hopefully. So the first thing we come across is wine. So Georgia's they've been making wine in this region of the world for over 5,000 years. And I can confirm, given my hangover today, that it's very good. Because I had some last night when I got here. There's the flag of Georgia there. Now, the flag used to be different, so when it was the Kingdom of Iberia, you can see it's got 5 crosses, but it's got 4 little ones. It didn't have the little ones, which to me is now what you'd call flag of England. But no, back then it was Iberia, that was the Kingdom of Iberia's flag, was what we'd now call the flag of England. Better look at the Metiki Church of the Nativity there. Unfortunately I can't go in because there's a service on. I just kind of peeked my head around the corner. I don't really like to go in. There's a service on. Pick my day because it's Sunday. Come and see all these things. Right, so we're wondering what this random bit of concrete is that you're showing us, Andy. And I'll tell you, that is part of the Berlin Wall. So it was a gift to the Prime Minister of Georgia in 2017 as a sign of the friendship between Germany and Georgia. It's actually pretty cool. It's in European Square as well. So that is what that random piece of concrete is. It's actually a good piece of history, that. I love all that kind of Cold War. I've never actually seen the Berlin Wall. I've been to Berlin twice and I've never actually seen what remains of the actual Berlin Wall. So the first time I've ever actually seen it, I've seen it in Georgia. You can just see the Mother of Georgia statue up there in the background with the sun over her up the hill there. We'll get up there later, promise. Just give you a wee look at the architecture in the building. So this is old Tbilisi. This is up where my hotel is. Beautiful. Some people would say it looks run down, but I like stuff like that. It's raw. It's not tattered up. It's not trying to be anything fancy. Very nice. What's it? This whole area is like this. Here's another couple of wee looks here. So this is the temple to the Prophet Elijah, and right behind it the absolutely spectacular Holy Trinity Cathedral, which is the main landmark of Tbilisi. Look at that, it's absolutely stunning. That is incredible. Try and zoom in there. Gold in the top of it there. We'll get a good look at this. I went inside there, I couldn't come here and all. Go inside, I managed to get a wee sneaky clip because it's Sunday, there is a lot of services here. Just patting the camera around. One last look. It's absolutely breathtaking. Beautiful inside as well. Pan round here. In the background there. Breathtaking. My early impressions of this is a absolutely phenomenal place. It's a great city. Heard a lot of good things about it from people that had been here or were coming here. So far it's more than exceeded my expectations. So yeah, we're going to head back now down. I'm going to jump in the metro and we're going to go and look at the famous Peace Bridge. Right, we're just heading to the metro now. Certainly one of the deepest metros I've been in here. Look at the escalator, it's went on for miles and miles. I must have been on it for a good minute. Yeah, we'll get a good look at this here.
시흥대기 스타트고리 타위수플라그스 멀단. Next station, Liberty Square.
Right, we found our wee street vendor that sells stuff from the old Soviet Union. Some maps. Some books. Loads of pin-ups. And a medal there. Some money. I've already bought stuff, I'll show you in a minute what I've bought. I've already spoke to them and bought some money. I've got some coins from the former Soviet Union. That's from Jordan. That isn't from the Soviet Union, that is actually from Jordan. It says in the back, the Hashmat Kingdom, I don't know if the camera is going to pick it up, the Hashmati Kingdom of Jordan. There's Lenin there. Cool stuff. Right, next up we've got Victory Square. So pan the camera around as always. You don't want to look at me, you want to look at the sights. Beautiful. It's had a few names, this square, over the years. So the most recent name change happened in 1991, and if you all know your history, then you know what happened in 1991 when the former Soviet Union finally broke up. So over the years, this square was called, it's called Beria Square, and it's also been called Lenin Square. For obvious reasons, I don't want to keep the name now. In fact, there used to be a statue of Lenin here, but it got torn down in August 1991. Another wee fact for you here, another wee historical thing is President George Bush came here when he was on a state visit to Georgia, and he nearly got killed. Somebody tried to assassinate him. So he was standing next to the former president of Georgia, and an Armenian activist threw a grenade from the crowd. The grenade didn't actually go off, and well, as you all know, George Bush is still alive. But yeah, a bit of history. That happened in 2005. And I was reading up my notes there, it was the first thing it mentioned about Victory Square. Final wee pan round there. Right, next off we're going to head over and see the famous Peace Bridge. Right, that's us down at the famous Peace Bridge here over the Kura River. So it was opened in 2010 and it's became a really famous landmark in the city, just because it kind of stands out a bit in the historic city centre here. When it was opened, there was a lot of politicians and locals and that didn't like it, but it certainly became an attraction. So we'll go up and we'll get a closer look at it. We'll have a wee walk over it. Hello, dogs. I actually quite like it. It's nice. I'm going to wait to come back at night and see, because I think it says it's all lit up at night. I'm sure there's LEDs that's built into the glass and the steel. Maybe look at it at night. View down the river there. Right guys, I've got something special to show you here. I'll just pan the camera around and let it do its own thing. We have arrived at the Chronicles of Georgia. Get a look at this. So we'll get a right good look at this. There's 16 pillars here between 30 and 35 metres tall. And when we get there I'll show you what I mean when I explain it. So the top half shows all the kings and queens of Georgia and heroes, and the bottom half tells the story of our Lord Jesus Christ. I don't know how true this is, but when I was reading up about it, it said that this isn't actually finished yet. They never actually finished making it fully. It's built in the 80s. I'm out of breath here, we're quite high up. I'm putting the camera around here, you can get a little view. Great view over the city. So we'll get a better look here. So like I said, the bottom ones here, they all tell the story of the man there, Jesus Christ. And then in the middle and up the top's the kings and queens of Georgia, former heroes as well. So it's sculpted out of bronze and stone. You can actually see the sort of patina with the bronze goes that kind of green colour. It's Jesus and two of his disciples. I don't really know the story of Jesus, I don't remember it. It's amazing. So the sculptor was the famous Russian Soviet sculptor, quite a controversial one actually, Zurab. This is one of his works. Like I said, the pillars, there's 16 of them, they're between 30 and 35 metres high. I love stuff like this. Scrolls there as well, they tell the story of the history of Georgia. Oh, he jumped there. Wee church there as well. Pan the camera around here, you can get a look at the sort of outer suburbs of Tbilisi. You can see the more brutalist Soviet style apartment blocks there, and we'll go and get a look at them before we leave Georgia. There's actually one I want to see that's got a sky bridge. Another pan round here to the Chronicles of Georgia. That's spectacular. That's generally one of the most spectacular things I've ever seen. Incredible. So just next to the Chronicles here we've got the Tbilisi Sea or Tbilisi Reservoir. Man-made sea. So it stretches for just under 9 kilometres, and it's at its widest point just under 3 kilometres wide. Summer, this is where the locals come and go for a wee dip. Beautiful, just pan the car, can't get enough of this. Absolutely fantastic. Let me pan round there towards the city. Incredible. Lucky I've got a nice day for it as well. Right guys, we made it to one of the landmarks of Tbilisi here, and I'll pan the camera around and let you have a wee look. That is the Mother of Georgia statue. Gives a good look at that there. Sun's just going down, we managed to make it up for sunset. I'll find a better wee viewpoint, got a great viewpoint over the city. You can just see the Peace Bridge where we were today, sneaking through there. Must be a popular spot for people to come watch the sun go down over the city. Got a better viewpoint over here. Got a wee sneaky look here. There we go. There's Tbilisi city. And just go up and have another wee look. There we go. That's better. Brilliant viewpoint over the city there. See, the sun's just going down. Still quite warm though. Saying that, I'm Scottish, I think anything over 10 degrees is warm. I'll try and get you a wee zoom out there and get you a wee better look at her. There's my heat.